Welcome to the webinar for the Professional Development course for adult educators of the Tales2Share project. This webinar will focus on the innovative methodologies for language learning and empowerment. There are two topics. Topic 1. Learning languages through social practice. The topic focus on methods where language learning takes place through active exercises and social interactions. By practicing in real-life situations and collaborating with others, learners overcome language barriers more quickly, develop communication skills, and gain self-confidence. Methods based on active language learning and social practice emphasize a practical, interactive approach that encourages learners to actively use the language. Moving beyond traditional passive methods like memorizing vocabulary or grammar rules, this approach immerses learners in real-life situations where language use becomes natural and contextual. Rooted in social learning theory by Albert Bandura, it highlights observation and interaction as essential to acquiring language skills. Learners enhance their abilities by observing and mimicking others, participating in authentic conversations, and collaborating with peers to build communication and relationships in the target language. Context is key, as vocabulary and structures are learned within real-life scenarios, deepening understanding and practical applications. Techniques like immersion, role-playing, and situational simulations make the learning experience both engaging and meaningful. In the internet, you can find a lot of inspiration of learning languages. For example, you can find videos like those from Luca Lampariello or Ollie Richards to demonstrate storytelling in action. For example, you can find short video about 7 reasons you're never too old to learn a language. Luca Lampariello is a polyglot who uses active learning techniques and shares practical advice on effective language learning. Ollie Richards specializes in learning languages through stories and engaging narratives, offering an active approach to language acquisition. Examples of methods for active learning. There are, for example, language tandem, where pairs of learners teach each other through real conversations, with each being a native speaker of a different language. Storytelling, creating and sharing personal stories to build fluency, expand vocabulary, and learn grammar in context. Simulations and drama, role-playing everyday scenarios like shopping or making reservations to practice practical language skills. Group discussions, conversations on everyday or cultural topics to encourage speaking and listening. Content and language integrated learning means learning a language through subjects like geography or history to combine language practice with interesting topics. The topic number 2, digital technologies in language learning. The topic covers modern tools such as mobile applications, e-learning platforms, or language chatbots that support the learning of vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. These tools transform the learning process, making it more interactive, accessible, and personalized. By integrating gamified elements and real-time feedback, they also help maintain learner motivation and engagement. In the internet, you can find some examples of learning languages applications and tools. For example, the simple Google Translate for basic translations tasks and exploring multilingual text conversion. You can use Mondly, a user-friendly language learning application with features like chatbots and virtual reality for immersive experiences. Quizlet, ideal for vocabulary practice using digital flashcards and interactive games. And, for example, Duolingo, a gamified language learning application that's intuitive and engaging for beginners. As a proposal for activity of this module, there is such example. Small groups, 2 or 3, is given a topic. For example, my most interesting story in life that happened to me. After listening to each other in the group, one story is chosen and written down on a piece of paper. Each group has a short statement story written down at the end of their workshops. There is the first step. The second, with the help of the translation platform, the groups translate a given story into a foreign language. With the help of the pronunciation platform, they also develop a text for public reading. The story is read publicly. The other groups listening to it can try to tell in their native language how much what they understood from the read story. Thank you for listening. You can find the webinar on the online platform of the Tales2Share project.